So today is Saturday, September 14th, and today I learned about what I've learned. I kind of just reflected on how my YouTube channel has gone, and that is what I want to talk about today. So the first thing I want to say is that I actually have a previous video where I talk about, I think it's called Trying to Do YouTube, and I just talked about what I'm going to be doing on this channel and how I'm going to try to go about doing that. So if you want to see that, then I'll have it linked, I think, in a card, or maybe it's here. I think it's here. I'll have it linked in a card and also linked in the description below if you want to watch that. But basically, for the longest time, I did not tell anybody, not even my family, about my own YouTube channel because I was embarrassed about it, and I just kind of wanted to wait and see like how it went and maybe just hope that someone finds it. One of my sisters actually found it because she has a YouTube channel, and I commented on one of her videos, and then she just so happened to click on my profile and she found my YouTube channel. So since then, I have told everybody in my family, and it's been an interesting experience because they all think it's cool. For them, it's changed the way they think about me, which is very interesting because I never really talk about this kind of stuff with them. Like, I talked about that in the video I mentioned, the video Trying to Start YouTube. Like, I don't really talk about these things, and this is my outlet for that. So it's changed the way they view me, which is quite interesting. Additionally, not only has that been kind of the driving force for what I'm talking about in today's video, but also because we have officially hit 100 subscribers. Let's go. Yeah, 100 subscribers. Relatively, it's a small number of subscribers, but relatively, it's a big number of subscribers. I'm trying not to make it too big of a deal because it's not really that big of a deal. I'm just making videos and putting them on the internet. It's part of my identity now. Like, I can now say that I'm the kind of person who makes YouTube videos, and I'm not just someone who's made a couple videos now and then. But now I'm somebody who does that, which I think is kind of fun, but I have accomplished the goal of starting a YouTube channel. In my annual review for last year, 2023, one of my goals for this year was to start a YouTube channel, and I've successfully done that, and I'm at a pretty good spot right now. This is kind of my first point for today. You clicked on this video because it said 3 mindsets to start and grow a YouTube channel. So this first point had to do with my present, like where I am now. And the first mindset that I have to give to you guys is to be consistent. Now, this is a very basic mindset, but that is how I got to where I am now. I've been posting for 60 videos straight every single day, and before I started that, I had maybe less than 10 subscribers, I'm pretty sure. But now that I've been doing it for 2 months straight, consistently, now I have more than 100 subscribers, and that just shows how well consistency works. And I'm going to try to, as I keep trying to improve and as I keep trying to grow my channel, I want to keep that consistency. Not necessarily through posting every single day, because I don't think that's sustainable for having a YouTube channel, posting every single day, but I still want to be consistent, have consistent posting. I don't really want to be one of those people who posts every 3 or 4 months. I want to be consistent weekly, and as I started this channel and as I try to grow it further. So that is my first point to starting and growing a YouTube channel, to be consistent. So the next point that I have has to do with the past, before I even created the channel. It was very hard for me to actually get over that hump and start the channel. So why was it so hard? I mentioned earlier that one of my sisters found this channel, and it was a very embarrassing experience. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this flow, this 3-step flow that I was thinking about, why am I so embarrassed about this? So it's kind of like a 3-step flow that ultimately helps me to create better videos. So the first step in this flow is cringe. I'm cringing at my own videos. Why are we cringing? Why am I embarrassed about something that I have created? Clearly, I thought it was good when I made it, so why am I cringing at it now? The first thing is that, creating content has a certain, cringy connotation to it. Like when people talk about creating content and like influencers and entrepreneurs, like there's a certain like, that's just like, oh, that's kind of cringe. That's kind of nerdy. Kind of. I hope you know what I'm saying. So that's the first thing why I feel like I'm embarrassed by it. The real cause, when I think about like what is the cause to this effect of embarrassment? The embarrassment is the effect. So what comes before that to cause that embarrassment? And I have found that the cause to my embarrassment over my YouTube channel and over this content that I've created is because I'm doing something that is not normal. And I feel like for most normal people, besides all of like the entrepreneur content creator people, like creating content isn't really that normal. It's not something that everybody does. So yeah, it's just weird, it's different, and that makes me embarrassed about it. So the second part in this flow of embarrassment is that this cringing and this embarrassment is keeping me from creating. I procrastinated creating my YouTube channel for a long time because I had that fear of embarrassment, and I was just thinking like I thought too much about what other people thought. And it was keeping me from creating, even though I did like creating and I did like talking about these things. So I guess the overall point with this is that we don't like being different. Like there's a reason why we are peer pressured into doing things, because it's what everyone else is doing. And there's a reason why we are thinking too much about what other people think of us, because we want to fit in. If you live with the mindset of only doing what other people do, then you will not, like you can't really be yourself. Because you're embarrassed by your own creation is keeping you from creating more, and it just further makes you care more about what other people are thinking of you. We don't really like being different. One thing that I did want to say about creating is that creating something is really cool. Like I'm adding something new into this world and on this platform for someone else to go like benefit from. But I don't want my videos to be just like any other like self-improvement creator. And every time I see videos about like how to get more video ideas, it's always just farming from other people's same ideas. So if everyone is doing that, then we're all just saying the same thing, and that's boring. And I do feel like so far I have been kind of different. I come up with ideas that I haven't heard before, and I try to pull things from my experiences that aren't just the basic things. That's why I find this interesting. That's why I like creating, because I'm able to just create something of my own and put it out there, and then other people like what I have created, and that's just cool. Moving on, the third step in this flow of embarrassment, be vulnerable. When we're vulnerable, we are revealing ourselves. So I was just thinking, like, what if everybody was vulnerable? What if everybody was truly who they actually were? Like, the world would be so much more of an interesting place. There's so much copying within content, within your personality, within your looks, which is fine. Like, it's good to take inspiration and to have role models. But if everyone is just copying another person just because they want to be like that person, then you're not truly being yourself, and you're not being as interesting as you could be. Because every person is interesting. So if everybody was vulnerable and was their actual interesting selves, then the world would be a much more interesting place, I think. We need to be ourselves more. So why do we need to be more vulnerable? Other than the fact that it makes the world a more interesting place. Like what does vulnerability change in us, and what does it do and change for others? The first thing, for me, being vulnerable in like conversations with other people has helped me have way better conversations. I made a video previously a few days ago where I was talking about how my communication skills are really bad and my talking is really bad. I'll link it somewhere here if you want to see it. One thing that has helped me improve my conversations is being vulnerable and just talking about the things that I am truly thinking about and that are truly in my heart, and just talking about those things and having really good conversations about that. And the second thing that being vulnerable has helped me with through this channel is that I have expressed things that I haven't expressed before, and I've talked about things that I have not talked about before, and that is helpful for me, but is also helpful for my siblings, because when I told them all about my channel today, they were all like, this is a side of you that I haven't seen before, and this makes me want to talk about these things with you, which is really cool, which means I get even better conversations. Yeah, it's just being vulnerable with my channel and just talking about the things that I don't usually talk about, but the things that I think about a lot, has really helped me just express myself more and better, and is going to help me express myself more and better with other people. Your action point for this section about why it was so hard to start my YouTube channel is to be vulnerable, because it helps your YouTube channel. It helps you when you're starting, because you can just overcome that fear and just start making videos where you are vulnerable. And while you're making videos, be vulnerable continue to be vulnerable and continue to be honest and transparent, and just talk about the things that you truly want to talk about. So those are the first two mindsets that have helped me start and grow this YouTube channel: be consistent and be vulnerable. Those had to do with the past and the present, but now we're going into the future. So how I am moving forward with this channel. Basically, through this experience of telling my siblings that I had a YouTube channel or whatever, and they watch the videos in front of me, I'm always thinking these videos are so bad. So I really need to make them better, basically. That is the main thing. I need to make my videos better. If you don't know who Ali Abdaal is, you probably do if you're watching these kinds of videos, but he's a productivity, self-improvement guy. And he has a video about starting a YouTube channel, and he has 3 parts to it. It's get going, get good, and then get smart. And I feel so far I've been in the get going phase. I've just started my channel, just getting going, getting into the rhythm of things, building a system for things, just get going within my channel. So the next step is get good, and that is what I need to focus on now. I need to focus on making my videos better. Throughout the previous 60 days, and I was more focused on keeping the streak of posting every single day than focusing on improving the videos 1%. I think I talked about this in my video trying to start YouTube. I think I talked about that. I was gonna try to improve my videos 1% each time, but I didn't really focus on that. I focused more on just getting a video out every single day, but not necessarily improving it. I've been growing in the amount of subscribers or whatever, but the quality of my videos has not been growing. A couple things on this. First of all, with these What I Learned Today videos, I'm not too worried about the quality, because I do want to keep the streak, and I do want to just post every day so that you guys can check on my channel every day and have an insight that you can apply the next day. I'm not too worried about the quality of those videos. Obviously I want them to be good, but I don't care too much about having super optimized thumbnails and titles and stuff like that. I feel these What I Learned Today videos are very raw and very I'm basically just yapping. I'm rambling about what I learned that day, but that rambling really helps me think of more ideas as I ramble. But the problem is, if I outline the video before I ramble, then I don't get those same good ideas. So my solution for this, which I don't know if this is a good solution, but it worked today. When I was working out, I rambled. I just turned on a voice memo, and in between my sets, I rambled about what I thought I was going to talk about in today's video. And then from that ramble, I got the good ideas, and then I made an outline from that. I don't know if this is sustainable and if this is really going to work. I just don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try doing this, trying to ramble before I ramble. So that I can get the highest quality ideas to talk about. I want it to be more coherent than if I had just rambled. Basically, I just need my videos to be more structured and more coherent. Another problem that I've noticed as I rewatch some of my videos is that my editing is kind of doo-doo. I still want to include as much value as possible, but I still need to cut them down a lot. Yeah, I just need to get better editing. So my action point for this last mindset for starting and growing a YouTube channel, how I'm trying to improve, is to get 1% better every day, 1% better every video. At least for me, that's what I'm going to try to do. Each video, I'm just going to try to have a better title or a better thumbnail or better audio quality or better video quality, better editing. There's so many different aspects to a video that you can improve. So yeah, get 1% better every day. So to recap, 3 mindsets to starting and growing a YouTube channel. This is how I have gotten to 100 subscribers. Basically what I have learned from 60 days, 2 months of posting every single day. So the first one was to be consistent. Be consistent with just working on your videos every day. You don't need to do what I did where you post every single day, because it is kind of a grind and it's kind of hard to do that. As long as you work on a video every day or you post a video every week, just try to be consistent with this endeavor. The second thing is to be vulnerable in your videos, because if you're not vulnerable and you're not authentic, you have to be your authentic self, because that is kind of what differentiates you from other people. That is the main differentiator between 2 different YouTube channels. They're different people, and so they have different authentic selves, and they have different ways that they talk and express themselves. And if you use that vulnerable authenticity, then I do think quality of your content really improves by a lot. And then the last mindset to starting and growing a YouTube channel, try to get 1% better with every one of your videos. No matter if you're a small creator like me or big creator, get 1% better with your videos. And if you just keep improving, if you're constantly improving, then you can't really fail. You're never gonna be at the bottom, because you're eventually just gonna bring yourself up to the top. So those are the 3 mindsets that have helped me start and grow a YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys can kind of come along with me with this YouTube journey. I'm posting every single day, daily insights, talking about what I learned from my experiences that day and how you guys can apply that to your life. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, then give it a like. And yeah, we got this. Subscribe it so that you can see tomorrow's video, and I will see you then. Bye.